There was a version of you that could have existed. Confident. Alive. Free. But somewhere along the way, you killed him. And you didn't even notice. I'm not being dramatic. I'm being literal. There was a man inside you who had opinions and shared them, who had desires and chased them, who had a voice and used it, and piece by piece, you silenced him. Let me show you how it happened. When you were young, you were probably loud, unfiltered. You said what you thought and did what you wanted, not because you were brave, because you hadn't learned to be afraid yet. Then something happened. Maybe you spoke up and got shut down. Maybe you showed emotion and got shamed. Maybe you were yourself and got rejected. Maybe someone you trusted told you that who you were wasn't acceptable. And in that moment, a calculation happened in your brain. Being real equals pain. Being filtered equals safety. So you started editing. At first it was small. You held back a comment here, swallowed an opinion there. Let something slide that bothered you. And it worked. People accepted the edited version. The pain stopped. The approval came. So you kept editing Morty and Morty, year after year, until the edited version became the only version, and the real one. The one who existed before the editing began. He died, quietly, in silence, while you weren't paying attention. Now, here's the disturbing part. You don't even remember what he was like. You've been the filtered version so long that you've lost access to the original. You don't know what you actually think because you've spent years thinking what's acceptable. You don't know what you actually want because you've spent years wanting what's approved. You've become a stranger to yourself. And somewhere deep down, you feel it. That emptiness you can't name. That sense that something's missing. That exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. That's the ghost of the man you killed. Still haunting you, still asking why. I've noticed that the men who watch these videos to the end are looking for something specific. Not entertainment, not motivation. Something deeper, a way back to themselves. If that's you, you should know there's more of this coming. Stick around. Let me tell you what that dead version of you cost. He cost you real relationships, because the people in your life don't know you. They know the performance, the edited highlights, the safe version you show the world. And you can't be truly loved for who you are if no one knows who that is. So you're surrounded by people and completely alone. He cost you real success, not money success. Anyone can grind. Real success. Work that means something to you. A path that's actually yours. Because you've been so busy following acceptable paths that you never discovered your own. You're successful by everyone else's definition and empty by yours. He cost you real aliveness. That feeling you had as a kid, when the world was interesting and you were excited to engage with it. Where did that go? It got edited out. Filtered. Hawaii. Replaced with a numb kind of functioning that passes for living but isn't. You're breathing. But the version of you that was actually alive, he's gone. So here's the question. Is he gone forever? Or is he just buried? Here's what I've learned. He's not dead. He's dormant. Under all the layers of editing, under all the years of filtering, under all the silence, he's still there, waiting. You feel him sometimes, in moments when you almost say the real thing. In flashes of anger when you've compromised too much. In that quiet desperation at 3 a.m. when you ask yourself, is this really it? That's him, knocking on the door you locked years ago. And you have a choice. You can keep him buried, keep performing, keep editing. Go to your grave as the safe version no one really knew. Or you can start the work of bringing him back. Here's how. 1. Remember who you were before the editing started. Go back. What did you want before you learned to want acceptable things? What did you think before you learned to think approved thoughts? What made you come alive before you learned that aliveness wasn't safe? Those aren't childish fantasies to dismiss. Those are clues to who you actually are. 2. Start telling small truths. You can't go from fully edited to fully authentic overnight. But you can start. One real opinion shared, one real desire expressed, one moment where you don't filter. Each small truth is a resurrection, a piece of him coming back. 3. Accept that some people won't like it. The edited version was designed for approval. The real version isn't. Some people will be uncomfortable. Some will leave. That's the price of becoming real. But here's what you'll gain. The people who stay will actually know you, and new people will come who love the real version, the one who is always worth knowing. 4. Grieve what you've lost. You spent years as a ghost of yourself. That's a loss. Feel it. Acknowledge what the silence cost you, the relationships that stayed shallow, the opportunities that passed, the life you didn't live. The grief is part of the healing. 5. Commit to being real, even when it's hard. This isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. Every time you're tempted to edit, to filter, to silence yourself, you'll have to choose again. Real or safe. Alive or edited. Choose real. Every time. Every time, even when it's scary. Especially when it's scary. The version of you that died in silence didn't have to die. You killed him to survive. That made sense then. But you're not a child anymore. You don't need to edit yourself to be safe. The danger you were protecting against isn't there anymore. It's time to bring him back, not because the world needs him. Because you do. You've been living as a ghost long enough. It's time to resurrect.